Do you have the courage to live a full life? I've been asking myself a lot this question lately. It seems that there is some kind of theme around courage in my life these days, or I think actually for a while. It's like every book I'm picking up, it's like everything I come across, it all goes back to courage and how important it is to have that, to actually be able to live the kind of life you want to live. And it's kind of a strange word or concept or something, because when do you have courage? What does it take to have it? Or does it mean you have to climb Mount Everest or something to actually have courage? But I think that is, of course, a possibility, and you're welcome to go and do your thing. But I think it's a lot more than that. It's about not holding yourself back from doing all the things you actually want to do because you're scared. And I have, especially when I'm looking back now and in my life, I have had so many times where I have stopped myself from doing something. And I didn't at the time know it was because I was scared. But looking back now, I can see that that was the reason. And I've also done a lot of big things that many people wouldn't have the courage to do. But there's a lot of these like little things that I have been scared of that seem so silly. Like in the beginning of this year, all of a sudden I had this idea that I wanted to try to do watercolor painting. And I think maybe it was sometime last year or something. Thank you. That I picked up just a little watercolor set somewhere cheap, and then I didn't really use it. But then one day I pulled it out and I tried, and I had no idea how watercolor worked because I have never painted. So I had no idea. I just thought, well, okay, I'm just gonna do something. So I sat there, tried to put some water on this watercolor to make it work, and then I did something on the paper. And then I just decided, okay, I'm not good at this, so I'm just gonna stop. And looking back now, it's like, how should I be able to do this? Because I have never, probably never tried it before, and I have no idea how this works. So why do I expect myself to just be good at this from the first second I try it? It seems so silly and it seems so obvious, but for some reason it can seem scary or uncomfortable to fail, even if no one's watching. And I think I have had that so much in my life, and it's such a little thing. Like, what is going to change if I'm bad at painting watercolors? Nothing. Nothing. And it's not like people are going to go around and say, oh, that's the person who can paint. No, of course not. Especially no one would know. But anyway, in the beginning of this year, I all of a sudden had this idea that I wanted to do it again. And at that point, I had been working on myself and my self concept, and about all of this fear of failing. So I tried again, and I just followed along with a few videos and then something like that. And at first it didn't go very well. And then I began to do something else. Then I began to paint some flowers, and still most of them did not turn out very well. But I really liked it, and I stopped judging myself. I was just like, laughing it off if something didn't turn out very well, and just well, that's how it goes. But no judging, very little anyway. And I really enjoy it, turns out. And I can spend hours doing it now. And again, most of it does not turn out very well. But it's still, it doesn't really matter because it's the process. And yes, sometimes it can be a bit annoying if you want to make something and it, you can't. But at the same time, it's just so calming and so relaxing and so just nice to be in your own thoughts and just doing something with your hands. And I'm just thinking about how much we stop ourselves from doing that would be very beneficial to us, or that we would really enjoy doing, because we're scared of failing or looking stupid or getting hurt or whatever it may be. Because the same is true about having the courage to, I've mentioned this a few times, I just read a book about having the courage to be disliked. And that is, of course, being disliked is one of the things, but basically it comes down to actually having the courage to live the life you want to live that feels true for you, and not because you need validation from someone else. Whoops. Validation for someone else, or because that is how a good life in society looks like. Sorry, there's just a boat coming. Um, and it is just, sorry. Um, and it is hard. It is hard to just say, I don't care about people watching or approving. This is just something I need to do for me. I don't care if it doesn't look good in society's eyes, because this is what feels true to me. And the same is true for having the courage to keep your heart open, because it's so easy to just close off because you really don't want to get hurt and you're trying to protect yourself. But when you're trying so hard to protect yourself from something you don't really have any control over anyway, it closes you off from all of the good things in life as well, because then it means you don't have the courage to get close to someone because, oh no, what will happen if they decide I'm not for them, or it doesn't work out anyway? I will get hurt. But it's, if you're closing yourself off from those experiences, you're closing yourself off from all the good things in life as well. Oh, interesting all of this is. Um, yeah. So that is just a small reflection from me, especially because I can feel also around all this YouTube stuff and all of this I'm doing right now, and the life I really want to live, like in the future. It takes a lot, and it takes something for me to actually have the courage to go for it, even though it doesn't necessarily work out or it turns out different than I would want it to. But it's still worth it. And we can handle getting hurt. We can handle things not going our way. That's not going to kill us. It's just going to make new experiences and give room for life to actually flow and go in the direction it needs to go, or just having the courage to go wherever it feels right. It's funny how it can feel so difficult, but at the same time be so important. I even had a conversation with my inner teen a bit earlier today, and there is a lot of fear there as well. And that is, of course, also one of the things that are holding us back. It's all of us, all of our inner children that are scared and has experienced things that had hurt, and that is still there. It has never been resolved, it has never been processed, because we are so busy trying not to feel those bad emotions. So we push it down and we just forget about it. But it's still running the show. As long as we don't process it, as long as we don't let it come out and look at it, as long as we are not willing to do that, it's still going to run our life, and it's going to make our life smaller and smaller and smaller. And it's going to close us off from all the good things in life as well. So yes, you might get hurt. Yes, you might be disappointed, or yes, you might fail or look like an idiot. But what is the alternative? Just stay in your little small world, stay there where everything seems safe and you know how everything works, and never get surprised or be in awe or just have these new kinds of experiences that makes your world so much bigger and lighter and brighter, give it so much more color and meaning. So I'm really practicing doing this. And you should still like acknowledge your fears and take them into consideration or be mindful of that, but it shouldn't stop you. So let's let it stop stopping us. I will stop now, because otherwise my phone is going to end up in the water, and that would not be amazing. It would be pretty annoying, actually. So thank you for listening, and please share your thoughts about this topic if you want to. I really hope you do. And other than that, thank you for listening and have a great day. Bye.